hello. Welcome. I hope that you are ready for what I am about to fucking put on you. Because I am miserable today. I am full of rage, full of anger, full of unquenchable violence. Yes, because I worked out really hard yesterday and now my whole body is screaming. What happened? What happened to me? What happened to our bodies? Exercise is supposed to make us feel good, and then I pushed myself real hard yesterday. I pushed myself so hard yesterday, and I woke up this morning and was like, death. Death is the only escape from this prison which I have constructed myself. Just death. Death upon you? No. Just no. There's no feeling better. There is only death. Just kidding. I woke up, oh my God, just so sore. Just so sore. So sore all over. And it's terrible. It's fucking terrible how quickly a little bit of like pain and discomfort in your body immediately just flips yourself over into being like, well, nothing is worth living. Like, nothing can make life worth living. No, what makes life worth living is that this morning when I got up and I looked at my beautiful dehydrated body in the mirror, I was like, damn, bitch, you are fit as fuck. Fit as fuck. I might not feel great because my body is aching from the exercise, but if I just ignore how my body feels and I just look at how my body looks, it's all worth it. It's all like insanely worth it. Absolutely, sign me the fuck up. Yeah, it's just the pain. It's just the pain of my like continuing existence, which we all share. We all share the pain of our continuing existence. Yes, absolutely. And this is the thing that I keep reminding myself of. Oh my God, I'm talking like my dad. My dad would always say, "This is the thing. This is the thing, V. V, the thing is. V, the thing is. This is the thing." That was definitely my dad's favorite fucking phrase. Maybe it still is. If you don't punish your body will punish you. You know? Yeah, I'll tell you what the thing is. If you don't punish your body, if you don't go out of your way to be like, yeah, I'll feel this in the morning. That's exactly what I did. You guys, it's the morning and I'm feeling it. Although I guess kind of technically it's like the afternoon-ish now. But it was the morning when I was feeling it. Yeah. If you don't punish your body will punish you. Definitely. Absolutely. I worked out a lot in my 20s, I would say. But that was mostly because it was tied with my social endeavors. In that my best friend lived in Toronto, and she was like, I want to be fitness woman. I want to be like working out all the time. And so I just love her so much. I'd do anything with her. So I worked out mostly because she wanted to work out. And then it became part of our social engagements where like we would hang out twice a week because we'd go work out twice a week. Wonderful, wonderful. And that gets so much harder when you don't have a buddy. I don't want to be rude, but I think the reason that you're fat and out of shape is because you don't have friends. Because that's my life lesson that I took away from my own getting fat, was that I was like, oh shit. I'm getting fat because I don't have a friend to exercise with anymore. Fuck me. And you want to. And you want to fuck me. But she moved. Now she's like living on the other side of the planet. I didn't have my workout buddy anymore. I really had to fucking get my shit together this year. And so it was just in this past year. Like I just started in January. Really teeny tiny, being like, I'm gonna move my coffee table out of the way of the living room. I'm gonna set up my little laptop. I'm gonna put on Yoga with Adriene. And even though it makes me feel a little bit silly even though it doesn't, like, doing 40 minutes of yoga a day is not going to solve any of your problems. All of my problems are still here. But what's crazy is that 40 minutes of yoga a day will prevent problems from arising. Which is I think that it's like a preventative thing, absolutely. It's a cure-all preventative thing. This tea is 1,000,000,000 fucking degrees. I cannot drink it, but I will be cuddling it for warmth. For warmth and for the sensation of a close human body next to me. Oh, precious dumb loser. Thank you, V. Yeah, for showing you how fucking awful you are by showing you how great I am. Comparison is the theft of your money into my wallet. Thanks, now I'm gonna get fatter by being sad with no friends and fat. I know, Easy. I'm so sorry, Easy. But then, hold on. Imagine this. Think about this. What if you started exercising and then that helped you make more friends? What about if maybe that? Yeah. You guys haven't said it yet, so I'm going to say it for you. I am dressed like a relaxed Marvel supervillain. This is the outfit of an off-duty Marvel supervillain. I look like my name is like Vectress or something. And I'm just like sitting, enjoying it's giving Shigo in her free time. Yes, absolutely. I like it too. What about, okay, I want to know so what makes this, okay, so the high ponytail, this is evil hair. First of all, the crown of evil. Every woman who has a big, tall ponytail is evil. You know why she's evil? Because this ponytail denotes that I'm spunky, sassy, energetic, and mean. The cleavage also says evil. That's so true. You can have gigantic breasts and not be evil. Dolly Parton, amazing example. But showing cleavage immediately makes a woman evil. I don't make the rules. I just benefit from them. Ooh, that would be a cool name for a villain. I think Vectress is already, I think that's already a name of a supervillain. I don't think I'm smart enough to make that up. I'm almost positive that I'm repeating that from somewhere. That happens quite often. Oh, but here's the thing. Did you guys know that Brandon Sanderson, the author, was roommates in college with Ken Jennings? And that Brandon Sanderson said that his interactions with Ken Jennings and other, like, very intelligent people taught him how to write smart people talking to other smart people. One of my favorite parts of that little quote that I was reading the other day about this was that Ken Jennings is apparently so smart that he can have entire conversations with just Simpsons quotes. Like, absolutely pertinent, perfectly executed, exquisitely remembered Simpsons quotes. That makes me feel so good. A huge part of my life is just quoting TV shows and movies. And when I was little, our parents would kind of make fun of us for it. That, my brother and I would, whenever we could get a word in edgewise, would definitely be, quoting a lot of Simpsons, a lot of Futurama. And our parents would be like, oh, these are just quotes. You're never going to develop your own sense of humor if you're just quoting TV shows. But it was really nice to read in that Reddit comment that it is an absolute sign of intelligence to be able to think back to make the connection in the present to what is being said in front of you, to what you heard in the past, and is a hilarious bit of written funniness. You're about to get a call that the city is destroyed, which will only kind of annoy you. I feel like I'm about to get a call from another supervillain being like, I need you to come help me destroy the whole city. And I'm gonna be like, I just poured my tea. But I just poured my tea! Is it because of Ariana Grande? You know, it's so funny, you put 2 R's and 1 N. That's interesting. It's 2 N's and 1 R, but it's whatever, however you want to spell it, Yes, this ponytail was very Ariana Grande centric. She kept it for a long time. I wonder why. I mean, it's because it made her feel sexy, it made her feel seen. And now we're all doing the like clean girl slicked back bun thing, which is honestly not my favorite. I mean, I guess it works on people who have those very statuesque features in photographs, but in real time, I'm such a sucker for just like a little hair flip, a little tousle of a hair. Ooh, I love it. 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 But then again, like these women don't need to be doing things to make me love them. I already love them. Yeah. Showing your shoulders, villain. Shoulders, villainous. If you had to attack a village full of odd Smurfs, how would you do it? Oh. No, thank you. No, Tigger's right to tell you to chill with that. It's creepy. Oh, true. I forgot you're the villain. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Tigger. The like, how would you do this? Would you rather do this? Is like, I'm happy that you're trying to contribute to the conversation, but it also unfortunately makes you seem like a child. It automatically just puts you into the category of immaturity, because unfortunately the like experience of most adults is that they can carry on a conversation without having to insert a random thought experiment. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like sometimes they have their cultural moments, like the gorillas fighting the guys thing. Absolutely, for sure. That was kind of fun for a little while. I also just wouldn't go kill a bunch of random magical tiny creatures. Seems kind of shitty to do that. I'm a supervillain. I'm going to attack human adults. They deserve it. Yeah. The mods are more like, I know what annoys V, and we don't want V to be annoyed because it's probably going to be more fun if we all enjoy the conversation. She did the ponytail because of the red hair dye frying her hair from the Nickelodeon show. Handsome G, I mean, yes and no. I think maybe you're getting the timeline of that a little bit conflated. Because there was like years and years between the red hair dye and the ponytail. And your hair, that's what's great about being a well-nourished person, is that your hair grows. But then again, maybe there is, you know, the secret to the key of her hair not growing in that sentence. No. The villain in the Smurfs wasn't Gilgamesh. It was not Ganondorf. It was Gargamel! Yeah, it was Gargamel, not Gilgamesh. Gargamel is a Gilgamesh type name. It absolutely fucking is. It absolutely is. I'm not surprised that you got those two confused. I get it, yeah. We just need a few nat 20s and the gorilla is toast. No, the whole deal with the gorillas fighting the man thing is that if you lose one human life, you've lost the fight. You know what I mean? And at that, and then just to there, it's like, the question then becomes, how many human lives would you sacrifice to beat a gorilla? Then that's absolutely true. But if it's 100 men and one of them gets killed, you've lost. I think you lost. If you were a villain, what would your weapon or your power be? I am a supervillain, and my weapon and my power is being very distracting. I'm very distracting. Hugely distracting. Lots of people said that she wore the ponytail to help, like, overcome the hair damage that she had. I don't want to be rude in like throwing out this little tidbit of knowledge, but wearing your hair up in a really tight ponytail for long periods of time can create something called traction alopecia. Basically, our hair is delicate. Our hairs are individual follicles implanted in our fucking scalp, and they will get pulled out, and the more tension and the more stuff, anything like heating, curling, dyeing your hair, wearing tight hairstyles. In the first production of The Lion King on Broadway, the actors had to like fight back against the hair stylers and the hairstyles because they were literally getting bald spots on their heads from where the clips would be going in several times a week. And those clips were causing traction alopecia, friction alopecia to the artist's hair. So I think the Ariana Grande ponytail was a choice that she was making, and I think that it could have had to do with like her health of her hair and growing it long and strong. I also just think it's like she just liked the way it looked. It was just her style, and it made her feel like herself in that moment, which is great. Whatever makes you feel good about yourself. Good God, let's hold on to it. I'm just trying to ask hypothetically random questions. Of course, we don't promote violence, but that's the thing. The like hypothetical random question thing is, I remember that being really, really fun when I was getting like stoned every day in my late 20s. Those like little thought experiments are okie dokie. But I'm not really, I mean, to be honest, quite often, unfortunately, it piques my radar for somebody just trying to sneak in a weird fetish into the conversation. They're trying to trick me into describing their personal fetish. And so the question of like, how would you defeat a bunch of Smurfs? I don't know if I've actually heard a porn scenario about that, but I feel like I have seen enough posts on the internet where people are like, porn, the answer is porn. What they want is porn. What they're trying to get at is just like, describe a pornographic scenario where like it turns you on to imagine me killing small life forms. Because unfortunately, that is a huge, disgusting, kinky, nasty part of the internet. Yeah. Yes, there are groups of people on the internet. I mean, I'm not going to assume that they're all men, but I'm unfortunately pretty confident they're mostly men. And for whatever reason, they get turned on by the idea of a woman killing small creatures. And so hearing that question, like, well, how would you kill these Smurfs? Is immediately like, ew, I really don't want to play into that disgusting, fucking, vile thought experiment. No, thank you. Oh, that's a new one. I don't think it is pretty. I don't think it is new. Wearing wigs can cause hair loss too? Yeah, absolutely. I started going bald right here in the center of my fucking... You can even still see there's like a little bit of a line there in the center from wearing the wigs and being a Disney princess, because this is like the top part of my head and that's where the wig would push down the most. I love your purple jacket jumper hoodie. Thank you, Shadow Shark. That doesn't sound fun or enjoyable. Traction alopecia. Thank you for telling me, V. I've been wearing a ponytail lately. Time for a haircut. You know what? You can still wear your hair up. Just get claw clips. Just put your hair up in a clip. Do it. Yeah. Yo, I'm telling the FBI about this. You know what's crazy? They're probably the ones who fed it into the culture to try to fucking sow discord between us. Fuck you, FBI, you rat bastards. Filling neighborhoods with drugs. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff out there for sure. Yeah, that is some sick shit. It's not all men, but it usually is a man. Deeply agree that there are limits. I've never heard of that one before. I think I was made familiar, it was made apparent to me because of all the subreddits where it's like, can you please explain this joke? Can you please explain this joke? And then one of the jokes was like somebody killing an animal, and then the punchline was, it's porn. Blah. If you ever dyed your hair, what color would you go for? I think I'm so insanely lucky that my hair color really goes well with the rest of my jazz. That, like, I love my dark hair, and I love how it, like, frames my nice, not super pale face. I'm pretty tanned right now, but I love my dark hair. I love it so much. Because I was a professional Disney princess for so many years, I played Ariel, the Little Mermaid, so I was like, this is what I look like with red hair. And there are definitely certain shades of red that looked awful on me, that were not up to standard. The blonde princesses, like, I played Rapunzel and I played Elsa from Frozen. And the blonde princesses, I was really surprised that the blonde, like, actually looked pretty good. But I had to bleach my eyebrows so that they weren't this dark. I had to bleach my eyebrows so that they were, like, a couple shades lighter, so it would kind of match with the blonde hair. And I didn't like that either. I'm just so happy that, like, I don't have to do a ton of, like, extraneous maintenance to keep myself the way that I like. It just kind of goes along in its own natural way. Although now I'm getting gray hairs, so I guess I have to dye those so that I don't look like an old lady. All cops are bad, and that definitely includes the FBI. The things you learn on Reddit, says Bryce. I'm sure there's some super secret agency that does it. I mean, they're not even that secret. It's the CIA, it's the FBI, it's the NSA. They're all right up and out there. Your dog is so cute. She really is. She's a little angel. Yeah. Even Mulder and Scully? Yes, even Mulder and Scully. The Common Plague says hi. Good day. Anyways, looking great, B. Thanks for streaming. I never watched The X-Files, therefore I have no nostalgia for them. So yes. Oh, shit. Oh, man. You can watch The X-Files now, today, and like, a lot of it still holds up. There are certain parts of it that are products of its time, like different types of cinematography, different types of pacing in the episodes. Like, I sometimes notice that the episodes are, like, they feel slow-paced. But that's just because we used to have attention spans back in the day. Not all cops are bad, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, that's such a tricky question to ask. Like, are all cops bad? Or is it just, like, a few bad apples? For me, it's very easy. No, it is a question. It's your opinion, which I'm then taking as, like, well, let's look at this. Let's take your opinion, which is that not all cops are bad, and let's ask the question, are all cops bad or are they not? I think Sarah Wynne Williams talked about it in her book, Careless People, that there's a moral slippage. There's a moral slippage that happens almost universally. We see it unfortunately, I was reading about it yesterday, with doctors. Like, even with doctor, there's a moral slippage. Val, no barking. No. Where doctors go into the medical industry because they're like, I want to help people and make some fucking money. And also because I'm interested in medicine. And first and foremost, I'm interested in helping people. And then there's something that happens, which is very natural, which is that once you start doing something, you recognize that the idealized version of it that you imagined is not the reality, and that there's usually a lot more hardship that comes along with it than you ever could have anticipated. And that gives you this, like, moral slippage, where most doctors go into medicine to help people, but what ends up happening is that lots of doctors dismiss their patients' pain, dismiss their patients' symptoms, much to the detriment of their patients. And we're not saying that, like, well, then, like, these doctors are being bad doctors. We get to recognize that time makes fools of us all. Time is going to affect us. There's definitely a way that each of us is changed by our work and changed by our lives. We can see it in, like, I mean, controversial example, but Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, talk about some moral slippage. He definitely went from being like, yo, fuck these aristocratic fucking, like, plastic surgery faced. I mean, they made a huge, big point of it in the seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that they were like, you know what I hate? That when TV shows get big and popular, all the actors start getting plastic surgery, and they start looking like fucking fake, yassified versions of themselves. And then, like, that's exactly what's happening. Like, I just saw a photo shoot with Mac and Dee, and I'm like, holy fucking Christ, you have become the very thing you sought to destroy. And then I think that's also very, one of my in-laws is a cop. And she is a nice person. Like, she is a nice person. She's always been nice to me. But holy fucking Christ, the way that she talks about the people that she has to interact with daily, truly, I have to wonder if she even sees them as human beings. Because the way that she talks about them is not the way that she talks about other people. And I think this has to, and then with cops, absolutely. Like, the police officers are often dealing with people who are going through very difficult experiences that do not allow their humanity to shine from the inside out. And then cops kind of treat people like they're inhuman, and that's a huge fucking problem. The dog has something to contribute to the conversation. Yeah. Slipbase says, I became a cop at one point because I wanted to help people. I don't want to say that you're lying, but I think you're just, like, oversimplifying the process of becoming a police officer. Usually people don't just become cops. It's like there's a whole process. The other problem with the profession is that you see the worst of people on a regular basis. Over time, you go numb to that. Yeah. Found out quickly with Via saying, changed occupation, but still respect the law, even if it's broken. When you walk around with a gun, it's like a power trip. Female officers too, perhaps. Yeah. Yeah. Mostly because, like, having seen my in-law become a police officer, I'm like, it's not something you just do. It's not something that you just, like, wake up and decide to be a cop. It takes sometimes years of training. A lot of times, says Ritus, when it comes to working with people, you learn how horrible people can be and you start to be more dismissive of them. That's universal, absolutely. I guess the difference is that, oof. Like, if you're working at Jamba Juice, behind the counter, and you start becoming disillusioned with, like, the customers in front of you, it doesn't usually result in any of those customers being, like, murdered in the street. But when you're a police officer and you become disillusioned with the people that you have to keep working with every single day, unfortunately, it can end up with people being murdered in the street. Just fucking terrifying. I also will always, like, I continuously need to remind myself that my experiences with police officers, which have been overwhelmingly polite, kind, like, I've been pulled over for speeding and given a warning. I've been, like, stopped at random, like, roadside checks and never had any problem because I'm sitting in my little car and I'm smiling up at them with my big brown eyes and my white fucking skin, and they look at me in a very different way than they look at other people. And one of my best friends, my roommate, is a very beautiful black man, and he also has big, beautiful brown eyes and a gorgeous, disarming smile. And he's like, oh my fucking God, I've never had a good interaction with a police officer, even in, like, casual passing. To the point where, like, he's walked past police officers on the street and had them fucking, like, look him up and down like he was some piece of dirt. It's fucking awful. For me, my stance on feeling that the institution of police officers is not appropriate is not based in my own personal experience. It's based in believing the experiences of people who are not like me. I have exactly that same ball for my dog. They're really great. Oh my god, they're the best, right? Yes, they are the best. Do you know why they're orange and blue? I think no, is it owls can see blue? Why is it orange and blue? I just wonder why. Is maybe because it's high contrast and that's like that's like good for the dogs to see? I always like wonder how do they decide what color they're gonna make all these fucking toys for dogs? James Bendon. Bitch, bend over and I'll teach you what love is. Jamba Juice is a better job, to be honest. I don't know if Jamba Juice even exists anymore. I was kind of just thinking about that episode of Rick and Morty where Mr. Goldenfold comes into the devil's curio shop and goes, "When did this stop being Jamba Juice?" The Stanford Prison Experiment, the amount of power that went to their heads almost immediately. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I worked as a summer camp counselor, and it was difficult. It was difficult not to kind of turn into a prison guard with those kids and being like, you have to listen to me. Well, why do I have to listen to you? Because I'm in charge. It's just like, no, okay, I need to explain to these kids, okay, you need to listen to me because we have a schedule to make sure that everybody at camp is able to have fun, which means that if you don't listen to me, we will get off schedule, and then it might negatively affect other people at camp, which will then socially negatively affect you. I'm trying to protect you. Put on your bathing suit. We're going in the lake. You see a lot of messed up things as a cop and it wears you out. Yes. I hooked up with a guy who was a former police officer, and he was only a cop for like 6 months. He had spent years training to get into the position, really thought he wanted to do that. And then he went on a call where an old woman had been found dead. I can't remember exactly if she had died of natural causes or if it had been a suspicious circumstance of death. But he went in to answer that call for a dead old woman, and it looked like his grandmother, and he just quit on the spot. He was just like, nope, I actually cannot do this. Yeah. He was 6'4" and had the smallest penis I've ever seen. He was like this huge, big, tall dude. And I feel kind of bad because I was genuinely taken aback by how small his penis was. To be honest, I kind of wish he had told me beforehand so that I could have prepared myself, because I don't think I was prepared to see his very small penis. And then I think I had a reaction that made him feel not so good. Roommate sounds like husband material. Yeah, for somebody, but probably not for me. I don't really want to date a gay man. I don't think I have what they want. So you hate cops because you like black dudes. I'm black, by the way. I mean, that's good. On the internet, lots of people are black, even if they're not. I think it's also very interesting when black men want to be police officers. I don't know enough about that, but I know that I don't understand it. You can get those same balls with oh no, awesome. Oh wait, there it is. Never mind, sorry. You can get those same balls with a slight beef cheese smell. No! What? No, it already reeks like her dirty stinking mouth. Awesome sauce. You sweetie. Yeah, right. That's a very weird question. Why would anyone ask me that? Bryce says I'm black. You're black and your name is Bryce? Hold on. That's such a white man name. Am I being racist? Maybe. I'm black. I can say I've had a few good police officer incidents, like driving accidents, but I've also had some not fun ones where they were definitely abusing their power. You win some, you hate some. Yeah. Where do you live, Bryce? Because I also think it's very dependent on where you live in the world. Like, are you in a country where slavery was the backbone of society? There's a lot of them! There's a few of them! The problem, says Gamer Patrol, is that there are a lot of people who aren't cut out to protect and serve, to put their lives on the line, but they stay in that profession anyways. Gamer Patrol, babe, nobody is born nobody's born cut from that cloth. It is a choice that people make, and if that's the choice that they're going to make, then I mean, we're allowed to judge people based on their choices, but nobody's born a cop, you know? It's the choices that they make. How small is small? I mean, I didn't take out a fucking ruler and measure it, if that's what you're asking. Jesus Christ, my dude. I feel like if you have to ask how small is a small penis, you have a small penis. Like, it's just that. Like, I'm never going to ask somebody, like, how small is too small for boobs? I have small boobs. I know how small boobs are. I don't need to ask any. I don't need anyone else to clarify to me what small boobs are. I know. I'm in the States. Interesting, Bryce. Interesting. I've been saying the same thing about my name the entire fucking life. Why is Bryce such a white man name? Bryce. So white. I don't know why either. Bye, Shadow Shark. Have a good day. I live in New York City, and the New York Police Department is pretty chill, mostly because they stand around, they don't do much. My favorite thing about the Toronto Police Department was that when a flux of like carjackings hit the city, the police were just like, Jesus Christ, just give them your keys. Oh my God in heaven, just give these people your cars. Oh. I feel like collectively every single person in the city of Toronto was like, oh. That is not the advice that we were hoping to get from our dedicated police force. It's not what you want to hear. I honestly, it feels like, I don't know, this isn't a great, like, example of it, but it feels like our doctors being like, oh, cancer's on the uptick, so you might as well just smoke. It's like, oh, I was kind of hoping you would help us in the opposite direction, away from the terribleness. No? Okay. Because it rhymes with rice, clearly. And rice is white. But rice is also brown. And rice is also purple. But then it also does happen sometimes that there's white guys who have black guy names. Like, for whatever reason, I'm like, Jerome is a black man's name. But there's also lots of white men who are named Jerome as well. It's just difficult because I'm like, no, surely your name must be Jeremy. And the white man says, no, it is Jerome. It's not for whatever reason. It's because it is. It's because Jerome is a black person name. Oh, okay. Like traditionally black, historically black. Oh, okay. That's not a for whatever reason. That's just my own ignorance, thank God. Yeah, says Versace Biceps. My uncle and my cousin work with canines in the RCMP. It's very much something that you have to dedicate yourself to. Rice is also a major food in every damn near culture's cuisine. I love rice. Oh, right. I was going to put a pretty cute pink rice cooker on my Amazon wish list so that you guys could buy me a rice cooker and then I could... Oh, I've been doing so well, guys. You'd be so proud of me. I've stopped ordering Uber Eats almost entirely. I was really addicted to just like... In Toronto, there's so much good food to order. There's Pakapao from all the Thai places. There's like amazing Mr. Tonkatsu. There's fucking schnitzel. It's so good. But also I'm like, you need to start cooking your own food. And so I'm very excited to be doing lots of my own cooking. It feels so much more satisfying. But I'm also realizing that like, I really want to just have like a bed of rice underneath like 80% of my meals. So I'm gonna pick out a really cute pink rice cooker. I'm gonna put it on my Amazon wish list. You guys can buy me my pink cute rice cooker, and then you guys can watch me get nice and thick on my own home cooked meals. It's so delicious. And Bryce's favorite color is purple too as well. Yeah. Purple and black, as you can see from my outfit, beautifully together. What do you think their job is? Harm reduction or something? Yeah, right. Awesome sauce, exactly. And then Tiggers. It's not for whatever reason. It's because Jerome is a black person name. I saw an old stream of you doing the funniest stuff I've ever seen anyone do. You did a super adrenaline monologue, so tell us about it. It happened. It was great. It was what I was thinking and feeling in that moment. I always thought I should have been named Darius, a true black name. Oh my god! Darian? Darian is also in the English adaptation of Sailor Moon, which, like, honestly, it had too many white people, but I forgive them. Oh my god. Mamoru's name was translated to Darian, and I loved it. Darius, Darian, I love those names. The dare at the beginning, it feels so badass. Like, it's to dare somebody to do it. I fucking love it. Yeah, I love it. Darius Bryce? Darius Bryce sounds like a porn star name. It definitely sounds like a porn star name. It's okay if you get Uber Eats once in a while. Oh, yes. Yeah. Like, if I'm hanging out with somebody and we're hungry, I'll definitely be like, let's just order food, because it takes time to cook. And if I'm hanging out with somebody, I'd rather just, like, enjoy their company. Yes, it's definitely okay to order Uber Eats once in a while. Maybe if I get it, like, once every week or two as a treat, I think that's nice. But I'm really enjoying cooking my own food, absolutely. It's keeping me more accountable also for just, like, keeping my kitchen clean, because I look at the dishes in the sink and I go, oh, if I'm gonna cook food, I need to clean up first. And so it was a lot easier when I was ordering Uber Eats just to be like, I'm just throwing like a spoon in the sink. I don't need to clean that. It's just a spoon. Ordering delivery food is literally like throwing extra money away. It's so true, Bobatron. That's the other thing too. I was just looking at, like, is this how I want to spend your money? Is this how I want to spend your money? No, it isn't. Notable people named Bryce. NBA player Bryce Cotton. NFL player Bryce Brown. LeBron James named his son Bryce in 2007. Oh! So Bryce is the name of black excellence. This is wonderful. I love that. Bryce Dallas Howard as well as a woman's name too. How do you feel about the name Derek then? Oh my gosh, do you guys remember in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Daruk? He lives in the hot part. What are they called? Oh no, I forgot what the people's names are. Anyways, I loved playing Breath of the Wild and getting to Daruk. The Gorons! Thank you so much, Derek. And I was just like, this guy's name is Derek. It made me laugh so hard. I'll just call you Derek. I know one of those, and Bryce is a girl's name, yeah. Take the name of your first pet and the name of the street that you grew up on, and that's your porn name. No. No, that's a phishing scheme to get personal information so that people can impersonate you online. Don't give people that information. Also, unfortunately, a lot of those, like, your birthday month is defending you, and your partner's birthday month, or like your mother's birthday month, is attacking you. Comment who it is. Those are also phishing schemes to try to get personal information about you so that they can try to impersonate you on the internet. Yes. I know, I don't love it. I don't love it. Yeah, don't let your money get stolen by strangers on the internet. Let me steal your money. That's right. I'm here to I'm a supervillain, and I'm here to villainize your capital. It is. Darius Bryce is 100% a porn star. Like, is it an actual real porn star? But if it isn't, then like, Tigger, I know what name you should use. What about Derek from The Good Place? See, I knew one viewer to another. I knew it would work out. Absolutely. Hey, oh, there it is. Okay, good. As you can see, I'm obsessed with Sailor Moon. I will take my first name and my last name, and that is my porn name. What would my porn name be? I want my name would be Clapper. I have no idea why. That just popped into my head. Clapper Jones. My porn name would be Clapper Jones. That's a great porn name. This is exciting. We're moving forward in the Invader V lore. Twitch name, Invader V. Porn name, Clapper Jones. Clapper Jones is a great fucking porn name. Yes, it is. It's actually so good, I feel. Yeah, exactly. Clapper those cheeks, Jones. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, also because it sounds like she's got the clap. Hey, just so you know, I'm going to teach a bunch of you something new. The clap is not chlamydia. The clap is gonorrhea. The clap is gonorrhea. The clap is not chlamydia. Too many of the youth think that the clap is chlamydia because they both have like a k, like a hard consonant K sound at the beginning. Incorrect. It's gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is the clap. I don't know why. Clapper Jones, punchy, memorable. Also puts me like nice, like high up in the alphabetizing of first names. Excellent, yes. Clapper Jones is a great fucking porn name. I'm really into it. All of a sudden I want to watch it. 12 beautiful months. Thank you, Bring Me Thanos 420. Thank you. Oh god, I forgot how sore my body is. I just put down this arm and I can feel the muscles all through this arm just fucking aching. Yes, Thanos. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm a great porn star. I'm already sexually educating you while also enticing you. Oh, yes, 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 yes. No, I feel like Clapper Cheeks is it's too on the nose. It's too gimmicky. But Clapper Jones is like, okay, I get it. Yeah. Clapper Jones is like, that's a real good porn name. That's a 10 out of 10. Would bookmark and fap again porn name. Clapper Jones. Clapper Jones. Yes, Clapper Jones. And I think it's because you would assume that I'm Clapper Jones because, like, as I'm getting fucked, they're, like, clapping mine cheeks. But then you'd be so surprised because you would go and you'd watch my pornography and it would all just be me, like, slapping the fucking shit out of people. Just, like, they're like, oh, I'm about to come, I'm about to come. I just give them a full palm, give them the Clapper Jones. Ka-chow. Just slaps. Just slaps. Yeah, it's Slapper Jones? She's a clapper and she loves to slap. Yeah. We don't need them all to be, it's like, you know. It doesn't need to be Slapper Jones. I think it's okay for it to be Clapper Jones. Because I'm doing the slapping, but in the slapping, it's like that round of applause. Not just within the pornography, but also from the audience as well. Yeah. Also, what was going through Steven Hillenberg's mind when he named Sandy Cheeks? So cute, so funny. I remember that I was babysitting this family, which, like, every once in a while, you really need to step back and assess the context of what is being said to you. So I've worked as a nanny in my past. It was great. Loved nannying. It was awesome. And a friend of the family that I nannied for was like, oh, my like buddies are going out of town and they need somebody to look after their kids for the weekend. And I'm like, okay, I look after kids for the weekend. I should have asked follow-up questions because there's information embedded in that request that is very pertinent, which is that this husband and wife and their 3 children are asking a woman who they've never met before to care for these children over like a 3-day weekend. In my mind, my own sense of self-importance was just like, I'm a great babysitter. Of course they would ask me. What I did not think of is, why would these people entrust their children to a stranger? And it is because every single family friend, every single family member, every other babysitter said, absolutely fucking not. No. Like, will not be alone with these kids. These kids were, it was very strange. Their parents were like, we'll give the kids everything that they want, which was exhausting because then the children expect every adult to give them everything that they want. But the one thing that the parents were very strict on was that their children were not allowed to watch SpongeBob SquarePants. And like, I got in trouble for letting them watch a couple episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants. It was... And the parents' reasoning was that there are adult jokes in SpongeBob SquarePants. And I was like, yes. Yeah, there's adult jokes in everything made for children because, newsflash, children aren't the ones who are making these TV shows. It's adults who are making these TV shows, and adults are going to make TV shows for other adults, even if they're for children. It was so strange. Those kids were out of control. They were just like, they would scream, I want to watch a movie. And then you would put a movie on for them, and then they'd be like, I'm bored of this movie. And it's like, but I just gave you what you wanted. Oh dear God. Oof. Very strange. Very strange. Oh, what's good, Kite Karma? Wimmer. SpongeBob doesn't have hair. Or does he? Sandy Cheeks is an absolute fucking treasure. I love it. Yeah. Were they worried the kids were gonna intuit what the adult jokes mean? I mean, so number one, children definitely deserve to like have a childhood and they shouldn't have to be exposed to adult things. But also, every single child is being raised in an adult world and will become an adult. And so having a little foundation of understanding of some adult things, I think is very beneficial. I think these parents, so something that happens pretty often is that you displace your sense of anxiety. So I think that these parents were anxious about their children growing up too fast, and they displaced that sense of anxiety into like, sorry kids, you can't even watch SpongeBob. It's just, it doesn't make any sense, even though the original sentiment of like, I don't want my children to grow up too fast is authentic. Yeah. Yeah, it's break time. Yay. There's a few SpongeBob scattered around. The kids didn't get the jokes. Those are for adults who have to watch the cartoons with them. Exactly. Also something for the parents who are watching for their kids to enjoy. Precisely, yes. Yeah. Hi, Kite Karma. I grew up watching The Simpsons, which was not made for children. Like, The Simpsons started on the Tracy Ullman Show, which is for adults, and was made for adults. But I grew up watching it as like a teeny tiny little baby. Like, I've literally never known my life not watching The Simpsons. And when I was a kid, it definitely made some adults uncomfortable that I could make adult jokes. But also, as an adult woman now, yeah, that's right, some 12 hours. But as an adult, that's still true. I can still make jokes that make other adults uncomfortable as an adult, and that has nothing to do with how old or young I am. It's so funny. My parents let me watch The Simpsons, but promptly turned off the TV when South Park came on. That, I think, makes sense. South Park is intense. South Park is intense in the way that, like, The Simpsons isn't. Yeah. I think you can allow your high schooler to watch South Park. And I think it's okay for your, like, elementary school kids to watch Simpsons. But I don't know if I would let my elementary school age kid watch South Park. I haven't watched a lot of South Park, but even like right now in this moment, I can feel that pit in my stomach opening up because of the Britney Spears episode that they did, where she tried to kill herself, but she just blew most of her head off, and then she was just kind of walking around. And like, that's good social commentary. It actually really is. It's just also incredibly painful and tied up in a bunch of other really complicated social issues. And I can definitely, as like, if I was a parent, I would be like, I don't feel ready to talk to my under 14-year-old about these things. That's so fucking intense. That's wild. But like, if my 15-year-old was like, I watched an episode of South Park and Britney Spears blew her head off, I'd be like, yeah, because life is fucking awful in the public eye. Okay. Okay, BRB guys, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. been a change inside my life, and I just wanna let you know. It's a great song. It's a great song. Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. Even though I'm being a very grumpy Gus, I'm miserable today because I worked out real hard yesterday, and now I'm kind of suffering from it. Suffering from success of a good workout. Yes, it seems like the natural progression of exercising, though. You push yourself, and then you go, wow, I'm never doing that again. And then you push yourself again, and you go, actually, maybe I liked it. Maybe it was okay. Maybe I can get on board with it. Because I'm already thinking, am I going to work out tonight? Am I? And then I'm like, no, tonight is date night. Tonight's date night. And yeah, I picked a new bar that I'm going to go to. I'm really looking forward to it. It's difficult, though, because I also just have the desire to, like, put on a movie and curl up under the blankets and just, like, do nothing and just live my best, like, quiet hermit life. And I know that I love my quiet hermit life. It's very, very fun. It's also just not very satisfying on Monday morning. That's the thing. By Friday afternoon, you're like, I'm so tired from this whole like big long week, and oh my god, I don't want any more expectations on me at all, even an expectation to relax and have fun. But then by Monday morning, when it comes by, if you look back on your weekend and you're like, fuck, I didn't go out to the bar. You regret it. I know that I'll regret it on Monday morning if I don't go out tonight. Yeah. Monday's a holiday, though. Only for Americans. Yeah, it's American holiday. The Canadians already had their holiday. We had it early. As they say, pain is weakness leaving the body. Oh, yes. Bigly TV, if I was truly your goddess, I feel like you'd be throwing gold coins at me. And so far, you guys are just throwing handfuls of semen at me. I haven't been to a bar in a while. Oh, yes. It's always good to just, like, force yourself into new, like, uncomfortable situations. Like, going somewhere you haven't been before, or just, like, going out and about. It's... yeah. Well, is someone throwing gold coins at you? That sounds painful. I mean, I guess so. See, Moldy Mango gets it. Moldy Mango's on the up and up. Oh, Wimmer. Oh, Wimmer. This is, oh my god. Now, I was going to say he's down on all fours, but he gifted 5 subs, so he's down on all 5. The 5th is his penis. Wimmer, yes. Yeah, maybe you had forgotten because the conversation was just so cozy. But that's fucking right. I'm here to whip you motherfuckers into shape. And that shape is a disgusting pile of gelatinous goo. Allow me to goo you while you goo yourselves to me. Okay. I've even picked out my outfit that I'm going to wear tonight because it's fucking freezing because it's so fucking cold. And do you ever buy clothing? I don't know what the temperature is like or what the climate is like where you live, but in Canada, you buy your clothes and then you go, I hope the weather cooperates for me to wear this. And it's kind of touch and go sometimes, to be honest. Anyways, I have a long sleeve black knit mini dress that I have never been able to wear because in the winter time, it's a little bit too cold to wear in the winter because it's a mini dress. And in the summertime, it's a mini dress, but it's kind of too warm to wear because it's knit and long sleeve. So a nice chilly spring, perfect. Perfect opportunity to wear the long sleeve knit mini dress. It's going to be wonderful. Ritus is like, oh, yep, I know this one well. I bought 3 t-shirts, and then the weather said, fuck you, it's going to be cold for the next 3 weeks. And so those 3 t-shirts are being cozily worn against your chest underneath a sweater. Ain't that just the way? Oh, Nick, you have to say it in Celsius. Nobody uses Fahrenheit. Nobody uses Fahrenheit. The number of hoodies and jackets that I own but will never wear because I live in Southern California. I've thought about it. I've thought about, like, wouldn't it be so nice to live in a place where it's always kind of warm? And I think even nicer than it's always kind of warm is it's always kind of sunny. Like, when you get up north where we are in Toronto, it gets so dark for so long. It gets so dark for so long. It's fucking awful. And now, like, we're into the end of May, beautiful. Going into July and August and even September, it's bright outside for so long. Like, the sun comes up at 6 a.m. and it goes down at 9:30 p.m. And we have these big, long, bright days of joyousness. I cannot describe to you the, like, intense nervous system exultation that I get when I look at my watch, or I don't have a watch. I don't wear watches. We don't wear watches. I'm not wealthy. I have a cell phone to keep time. And you look at it and you're like, ooh, it's getting late. Maybe I should. And you see it's 7:30 and the sun is still out and shining and you're like, it's not late at all. 7:30 is early. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Oh, I love it so much. The sunshine is so nice. Maybe that's another reason why I'm in, like, a crummy mood today, because yesterday was like, you know the movie Seven? Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt? It was like the movie Seven yesterday. It was like a full day of Seven weather. It was all Seven weather yesterday. It was so fucking dark and rainy and so windy, and, like, this little dog and I barely went outside. I took the dog outside and she was like, what the fuck are you doing? Bring me back inside. Oh, it's 26 degrees Celsius. Yay. Yeah, it's Fahrenheit is just absolute fucking nonsense. I love early September when it's still warm and the rain is warm. It's so nice. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy wuppy. This is my puppy. She is a good dog. Oh, fresh Marcus. Nothing like a V-stream after a shitty day. It's wine time. Yeah, come and hang out with me. I'll help unshitify your day, I hope. What does the boom taste like? I don't know. I've never tasted my own boom. Oh my gosh, this puppy. Oh. Did you know the best place to get scritches is in my lap? Oh yeah, that's where the scritches feel the best. You're such a baby. You're such a cuddle bug. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious, she's so cute. Just that, like, casual stretch and lean and... Oh yeah, that's... Hi. Hello. Hello, puppy. Hello, beautiful dog. Oh, she's reading your comments and she is unimpressed. Yikes. Yo. Oof. Hi, puppy. Oh, yes. Is that a good spot? Is this a good spot? Is this a good spot? Is this a good spot? Oh, whoa. That's such a random number, Moldy Mango. Thank you. Was that all of your bits? Did you just give me all of your bits? Or is there, like, a secret hidden message in there? 27. 27.50. What does it mean? What does it mean, Belle? What does it mean? Oh, such a good puppy. Such a good pupperoni. Oh, such a good puppy. Hi, Jaeger. 20 years of vicarious belly rubs and scritches. 20 years of subscribing. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, she's such a baby. I love her so much. I never would have imagined that she would be such a character. I cannot believe that like there are people who say that animals don't have souls or animals don't have personalities, and like she is just such a silly little character. She is so expressive. I think it's very cute when people are like, I wish I could read my pet's mind. I wish that they could talk to me and tell me what they're thinking and feeling. And like, I wish she would shut the fuck up. I feel like I hear too clearly all of her thoughts and all of her feelings. There's no subtlety. There's no mystery. Oh, big yawn? Oh, just a little yawn. She's such a goober. I've never, so like she loves playing fetch. Fetch is her #1 favorite thing. If you stick around in stream, you will see me playing fetch with her all throughout stream, because she knows that I'm just gonna sit here chatting with you, which means that my hands are free for throwing. And there was a day, maybe it was just last weekend even, time's a flat circle, it's hard to tell, where we were playing fetch, and she goes, she fetches the ball, she brings it back, sometimes she lays down with it, but she's like ready for me to throw it again basically all the time. If I stop throwing the ball, she'll like hit me with her paws. If I stop petting her, she'll hit me with her paws. She's a very pawful girl. But this past weekend when we were playing fetch, she came, she sat down on the couch next to me, and without thinking, I picked up the ball and I threw it, but she didn't immediately run after it. And she turned and she looked at me like, what did you just do? Did you just throw my ball away? I was like, oh no! Oh no, I did throw your ball away. I'm so sorry. The attitude, the like instant, the expression of disrespect that I had given her was just so fucking clear. I actually stood up off the couch, walked into the next room, picked up the ball and brought it back to her. She taught me how to fetch with just a look, with just a single look. Ugh. Wimmer, I was reading about that maybe like last night or early this morning, about how dogs can smell if you're stressed out. Hi, my love. Can you smell if I'm stressed out? Dogs can smell if you're stressed out. They can tell the difference between you being happy and at peace and you feeling anxious and discontent rather, just by smell. Oh. I taught the Roddy to shake, but she just started punching everything, expecting a treat, because she's a genius. Because she's a genius and she's right to expect treats for everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They have such keen senses of smell. I think it's amazing that dogs' noses have like shelves inside of them, in that every single scent that a dog will ever smell is categorized, is like kept in these shelves, and so they can recognize them right away. Whenever I take her for a walk, I call it going on sniffari. She's going on a sniffari. She's just sniffing. She's going on an adventure sniffing. Or I like to say that she's checking her pee mail, because she sniffs all the other dogs' pee, and it's like the dogs are sending her little messages. You're so funny. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so funny. Bow. Should they be gifting subs because you're so cute and you're so funny? Yes, they should. I like messing with my dog, says Ritus, by howling with her when we're home alone, because she starts whining when everyone else leaves, and then quietly asking her why she's making those noises. And the look she gives me is so hilarious. I can see the, but you started this on her face. The attitude. The fucking attitude is just, it kills me. Yes, you're so full of attitude. Oh, kisses. Thank you for the kisses. You're so full of attitude and kisses. It's like those prawns that see in a billion different colors. Oh, the mantis shrimp? Don't they have like is it mantis shrimps who have the really, really advanced eyes? My mom's dog didn't see me for 5 years, but recognized me right away by smell. Yeah. Yeah, that's how they do. And she talks with her ears too. Oh, yes. You're so cute. You're so sweet. You got such a cute little snoot and sweet little eyes and a funny little face and a little bean body. Her sweet little bean body fucking cracks me up. It's just like a little, have you ever just seen a single coffee bean? Her little body looks just like a little coffee bean. She got a bean body. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Is it time for you to take a nap, my love? Have you had a very stressful day being the most beautiful dog in the whole wide world? Oh, is little Bean exactly right as she's little Bean. Oh my god! Bella! You made him gift 50 fucking subs! Bella, you're amazing! Teach me! How did you do that, Bella? Oh my fucking god! Wait, why does it only say 49? That's interesting. Holy fucking Christ, Bal. No, stay! You're my meal ticket! Oh my god! Stay, Bala! Don't go anywhere. You have to stay here. You're earning me money. Oh my god, Moldy Mango? Moldy Mango. Proving that even expired fruit has its purpose. I'm getting drunk off of your fermentations, Moldy Mango. Oh, she wasn't going anywhere. She's just letting me scratch her butt. Look at her little tail. Look at her tail go. Look at the tail go. Oh, you got a scritchy butt. You got a scritchy butt. Oh my god in heaven. Holy shit, that's a lot of gifted subs. You got a scritchy butt and a little happy wagging tail. Oh my god, look at her tail go. Yes, scritchy butt. Scritchy butt. Oh, scritchy shoulders. Do you want me to scritch your shoulders now? Yeah, she backed up. That makes me think she wants. Goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. Oh my god. Bal! Bal, look what you did. Look what you did. 50 gifted subs just for you, Ballerina. My sweet Valentine. We have to rebalabrate the entire stream instead of recalibrate because she's Bal. You said Bal a puppy. Okay, she's like, that's enough scritches. That's enough scritches. But is it? Is it enough scritches, Bal? Oh my god, I'm gonna give her a treat. Oh, great picture on Instagram. Thank you. Do you want a treat? I will give you treats in celebration of all these gifted subs. Oh my god. Paw. Good girl. That's your paw. Touch. Good girl. That's a touch. And now lay down. Good girl. Here's your treats. Yay, good puppy. What the hell is that? There's goobs. Goobs coming out of youbs. There you go, my lovely puppy. Do you want to finish the bag off? Here. You can finish the whole bag of treats. There you go, my love. We'll have to get you more treats. Yum. Yes, get those crumbs. Get those crumbs. There's more crumbs. Yeah, good girl. She kind of just like spread the Sorry, she spread the crumbs, not the cums. Jesus. Jesus. I was not feeding my dog cum. I was feeding my dog crumbs. Crumbs. Jesus. Oh my god. Good God in heaven. So shush. I said crumbs. I said crumbs. Feeding the dog crumbs. Good God. Cancelled. No, please no. Please not the cums. Please not the cums. Ooh. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. There will be no clipping. There will be no clipping. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. It's really this boom this, and I'm the boom. Uh-oh. I finalized my contract for the job practice, so I'll be starting that on Monday, although it's still going to be with my school, which is a little not what I wanted, but I got ghosted by the company that was offering me space. Oh, Rightus, I've been hearing so much about this, like internationally, over all job markets, that like tons and tons and tons of people who have been applying for like positions, jobs, like even apprenticeships and such, are like so many companies are they're being real inconsistent. Oh yeah, we totally want you to work for us. Never mind, we don't want you to work for us. Can we get some internal consistency, please? Holy macaroni. Let me fix that. Oh my god. Bal, you did it. Bal, you did it. You're a real Twitch streamer, Bal. You earned your keep. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that needs to come up so that this can come down. There we go. Moldy mango. Good God in heaven. I'm still confused how you gifted 50, but it only is showing up as 49 on the leaderboard. That doesn't... I don't understand how that happened, but I'm also not here to question. I mean, anything. I don't know nothing. Bal's got it. She's a star. You're a star, puppy. You're also sitting in front of my heater and absorbing all of this warmth that I am not getting. Oh, it's hot. You're a hot dog. I sent them a message. They were so hyped about me joining that they were offering me 2 or 3 months. And I was like, yes, that'd be great for the experience. They asked for my availability. I told them I'm free all the time, and then I never heard from them. That's so strange. I wonder if they're going to get back to you, like, in a couple of weeks and expect you just to, like, jump when they say. Or, like, I wonder if... I mean, I have no idea. We're all just going to be wondering. What the fuck? Oh, hi, puppy. Yeah, it's too late now. Oh my gosh, this puppy. Hello, this puppy. Oh. Oh, your little head's in my lap. Bal, do you want to come lay down? You just want to stay as close to the heater as possible, don't you? I had to do 2 interviews and 2-day physiometric tests. Oh no, not physio, psychometric. What's psychometric? I don't know what either. I don't know what that word means. I'm not sure I've read it before. Ooh, somebody in here wanting a taste. If they're like personality tests. Oh. Jesus, for one job, you had to do all of that. That's stressful. That's stressful. I feel like there's so many points of failure. Like, would you steal a stapler? Yeah, I would. Oh. So that I can make fun dog outfits for my dog with the staples. Oh, this little dog. Oh, this happy little pooch. I believe you have my stapler. Stephen Root is hysterically funny. Just so insanely hilarious. Oh. Now the dog's gone, so... Moldy Mango, do you want your subs back? I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh man, Stephen Root is hilarious. One of the greats. One of the great comedians of our generation. We're so lucky to be alive at the same time as him. Oh, and today I got a call from another company, says Ritus. They asked if I'm still up for it. I told them, nope, I've already signed a contract. And then he instantly changes his tone to, oh, good, well, I have 2 other people with us anyways. Like, what? So then, why did you call me? Yeah, what the fuck? Corporation asks, are they following the ghost cell? Or is the ghost cell following them? What's a ghost cell? What's a ghost cell? Spirits and incantations? Do you get it? Like, what's a ghost cell? Like S-E-L-L instead of C-E-L? Never mind. Don't worry. I don't even care. I cannot think of anything that I've seen Stephen Root in that I didn't enjoy. He has a phenomenal fucking, like, catalog of excellent, like, not just his acting on film, where he is hysterical and stand out in the characters that he plays, but then his extensive voice work as well. It makes me so excited for the new episodes of King of the Hill. You guys, King of the Hill was one of those TV shows that was always good, and we were too stupid to appreciate it. I very clearly remember being younger and being like, oh, King of the Hill, I don't want to watch this. I don't get this, blah, 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 and just turned off. And then something clicked inside of me where I was like, oh my God, I have matured into the person who is now worthy of appreciating King of the Hill. That's my purse! I don't know you! Oh, so good. All of the characters are so good. So surprising. And then also so relatable. So relatable. Oh yeah, my Bobby Hill is, I practice that. Oh my God. It feels so amazing to watch the TV show and be like, I am none of these characters. And yet, throughout every single episode, you're like, I am this character. I know that I will find the love of my life when I watch him pull out WD-40, struggle to get the lid off, and then pull out another smaller WD-40, pop the lid off that one, spray it on the lid of the first WD-40, and then open it. It's just, that scene plays in my mind constantly. You could be in front of me giving me pertinent life advice that would change my world. And in my head, I'm just watching Hank Hill try to pull the lid off of a WD-40 can, realizing that it's stuck, flip it, you guys, the belt, the fucking like, the belt holder flips open the WD, pulls out the smaller WD-40 cap. I love it. When we were kids, we would, look at this, it's time to play fetch again, you guys. It's time to play fetch. I told you the fetch was never going to end. When we were kids, my brother and I, we had these bushes in front of our dad's house. And there's like concrete sidewalk. It was like lawn, bushes, concrete sidewalk. And those bushes, bleh, for whatever reason, bleh, were just full of earwigs. I hated it. Like, those bushes were just chock fucking full of earwigs. And my brother, who's 5 years older than me, and his buddies, his like high school buddies, would come over after school. They would spray WD-40 on the sidewalk, which would make all the earwigs come. They were like attracted to the fumes. They would lure all the earwigs out of the bushes in front of our house. And then they would light the sidewalk on fire with the earwigs inside of it. And the earwigs would boil, like, really quickly. The heat would boil their teeny tiny little bodies. And the moisture escaping from their, like, scary little bug bodies would make it sound like they were screaming. And they would pop. It'd be like, it's fucking wild, crazy. I didn't need to watch Apocalypse Now. I lived it. Yes. Teenage boys are fucked up. Teenage boys are super fucked up. When I was in high school, I was just doing plays. I would go to, Jesus, this is my least favorite part of high school, and this was 8,000% of what I did in high school. One of my friends would be like, I have a crush on a soccer player. I have a crush on a football player. I have a crush on a hockey player. V, will you come with me and watch their game? And I'd be like, you're my friend, and so I want to spend time with you as my friend. I don't actually want to go watch any of these games. I watched so many sport games because my friends had crushes on the guys who were playing the sports. And I was just like, okay, I'll go with you, absolutely. Oops. Ooh, it came all the way back. Oops. Jesus and yikes. Yeah, it's fucked up. Children do fucked up things, especially teenage boy children. I think I was more of a fucking menace being a preteen. Right, as you are such a sweet, thoughtful, generous, kind man. I cannot imagine you being a menace. But that also might just be because I am also a menace. And so to me, I'm like, you are not menace, you are normal. Because I am normal. With a big shining light above my head that says, she's a menace. I was in high school 2006, 2010. Superbad is the most accurate portrayal of being a teenage boy in that time period. Funny thing about my back is that it's located on my dick. It was. I was in high school from 2004 until 2008. So, like, kind of around. Basically, there's, like, some overlap between us being the same age-ish. I'm so happy. Wow, I hadn't even thought of that. My God in heaven. Trav, thank you for reminding me that. I am so happy that my high school years were super bad and not TikTok. Because it was wonderful to be like, yeah, look at those like weird, awkward losers. They're just like me. They're just like me. But now, like, oh my God, I look on the internet, I do not see relatable content on the internet very often. I feel like so much of the content that I see online is, God, maybe this is like my fault, but I feel like so much of what we see online is geared towards making us feel like we're not doing enough, we're not good enough, our lips aren't big enough, our ass isn't fat enough, our house isn't big enough, our career isn't fancy enough, we're not waking up early enough to go to the gym. Like, it's exhausting. It's not relatable, it's just exhausting. I'm 33, I look back on those days and I have to laugh at how insane it was. I'm so grateful that when I was in high school, I was very keenly aware that none of that mattered. None of it mattered. When I was in high school, my group of friends were the popular girls. Like, the girls who always had boys having crushes on them, the girls who were always invited to the cool parties. Our lunch table was like the table that people wanted to sit at. But within that group of like popular girls, I was on the bottom. I was like the least popular of the popular girls. And like, this is not on purpose. This was not something that was determined or established. This is just the natural hierarchy of like what society is in high school. And so it gave me this like duality where I knew that high school didn't matter, and so I didn't really care what anybody thought of me. But I also loved my friends so much. I cared so much what my friends thought of me. Like, on one hand, I was really comfortable like getting up on stage and dancing in front of the entire school in a silly way. But I also did it knowing that I was going to be bullied by the most popular girls in school for doing it. And it almost made it kind of worth it, because it was like, at least they're paying attention to me, at least they're talking to me, at least they're not saying it like, well, I mean, they were saying it behind my back as well as to my face, but it was very much like Mean Girls, where it's like, it's better to be in the plastics and hate your life than to be outside of the plastics and feel like you don't exist. Oh, yeah, No Sure says my high school was stuck in the Dazed and Confused era. I, one day, with my ex-boyfriend, went over to his house, and he was like, I really want to watch Dazed and Confused. And I had just finished, like, a week of streaming. And unfortunately, a large part of streaming is having to deal with, like, shithead guys, unfortunately. It's inescapable on the internet. And I sat down to watch Dazed and Confused, and I was just like, oh no, is this movie about a bunch of shithead guys? I do not like this movie. And, like, I made my ex-boyfriend turn it off, and we, like, got into a fight about it. I was like, I don't like this movie. I don't want to watch this movie. I don't like this movie. And then, like, I went and I talked about it with my therapist, and my therapist is just, like, nodding his head, listening carefully. He's like, yes, I understand. Like, if for your, like, day of work, you're having to deal with immature shithead guys, it might not be relaxing to sit down and watch a movie about immature shithead guys. But on that note, Dazed and Confused is one of my favorite movies. I was like, oh no! Not you too, therapist! I feel like teenagers these days are way too much into vanity. mean, that's like always been true. Like teenagers have always been very like, I want to fit in, I want to be accepted, I want to be popular, I want to be cool. I think what's so shocking is that we're not growing out of that anymore. I I think, I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a freedom. There was like a freedom as we got older where you realize that you're like, yeah, I really did care what everyone thought about me. And now that I'm older, I don't really give a fuck what anyone cares about me. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. I feel like I can see it in like our pop stars and our celebrities, like Elon Musk. Why would Elon Musk care what anyone thinks about him? He's the wealthiest man in all history. And yet you can just tell the way he speaks, the way he acts. He has this deep nagging sense of, I want you to like me. I want you to like me. It's crazy. Like, I don't like him, but I think all of us deserve to let go of that, like, nagging insecurity. I was a NA pop punk band. I was in a, not North American pop punk band. I was in a pop punk band that also played football and lacrosse. So I dabbled in different social circles. Oh, yay. I love those guys. Yay, I love that, Trav. I felt like I was kind of like that as well, where in high school I was like friends with the popular girls, which was like super fun. It made my like social circle like expansive, and I got to go to the fun parties and I got to be invited to all the fun events. But then I also was in theater, so I was like friends with the theater nerds who were not the popular kids, not at all the popular kids. And then I was also in a bunch of bands because I played flute and violin in high school as well. And so, like, I was friends. There was a lot of overlap between the band kids and the theater kids because there was, like, a big thrust towards musical theater. But then there was also a lot of just, like, hardcore musicians. Oh, yeah. It was so cool. Hey, Invader V says, Shortload 99. I'm just letting you know that I followed you on Instagram, subscribed to your YouTube channel. Hooray, thank you. Go subscribe to my Patreon, too. You get hundreds of photos of my buttocks. And I know that's what you want. A lot of people stay in that zone. They think that it's a worse fate. Oh, moldy mango, right? Whew. It's understandable, says Ritus. Yeah, it's totally obvious when they say it like that. My goddess. Oh, Rex Medina. I can't be your goddess. You're not throwing money at me. It's a good movie. Linklater is a good storyteller. Yes. Yeah. I agree that, like, Dazed and Confused is a good movie. I agree that Richard Linklater is a good storyteller. And I also agree that I did not have the patience to deal with a story about shithead guys in that moment. Yep. Yeah, Elon Musk tries to impress people on the internet, but he just keeps digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself. And he's just being made fun of more and more and more. It's pretty discombobulating. It's very confusing, the whole situation with Elon Musk. It sounds like you were quite effervescent in high school. Yeah. I guess, like, I think I would rather eat Chats cum than have to go back to high school. For real. Easy. Like, for sure. I would rather eat gallons of Chats cum than ever have to go back into high school again. Woof. Same, Sibby TV. Same. Oh shit, it was that bad? Not that high school itself was that bad. It's just... Actually, maybe it is that it's that bad. Yeah. Feels like there's no fucking escape. It's just like there's no fucking escape, you know? People are gonna judge you if you do. People are gonna judge you if you don't. You're not skinny enough. You're too skinny. So many uncomfortable situations that would just... No thank you. Shortload says, just wondering, would you date somebody in a wheelchair? Yes I would. I have a complicated feeling around people with different abilities, where I have no idea why, but amputees and people in wheelchairs, for whatever reason, are kind of sexier to me than a fully able-bodied person. And I think it comes from the completely unjustified assumption that they are rising above hardship and that they therefore will rise above hardship along with me in a relationship. That's not true. There's a lot of people there's a lot of paraplegics, there's a lot of like quadriplegics who are just like nasty, shitty, awful people, just like there's a lot of able-bodied people who are nasty, shitty, awful people. But like there's this comedian who has one leg and he's like married and he has kids, but I'm also just like, oh my God, you're so sexy. Yes. Something really interesting too, I don't know why this was, but when I was walking around Europe, I saw way more amputees, I saw way more people with different abilities out and about walking around. But when I'm out and about in Canada, in Toronto, I've almost never seen somebody with an amputated leg or an amputated arm in Canada. But when I was in Europe, I feel like I was seeing them way more often. And I wonder if that has to do with accessibility. If that like places in Europe are just made more accessible for people with different abilities than in North America, which is kind of just, you're on your own, motherfucker. It's also one of the reasons why I would never turn down dating a short man. Because imagine this. You exclusively only date men over 6 feet tall. But then the love of your life has a stroke and all of a sudden is in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. Now you have to change that gigantic man's diaper. I would much rather change a short man's diaper. It's much easier. Rise up, short kings. Do you like that clip of you in the COD montage? It goes viral every 6 months. It's wonderful. It makes me feel so happy that people still like it and that the message is continuous. Absolutely. I get that you didn't want to watch it at the time. It definitely has some obnoxious men in it, but obnoxious women too. Air raid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Parker Posey is beautiful and a bitch. It's weird. I don't often see people with amputations here, but also not a ton of people here. Yeah, right? Oh, forward planning. I am often thinking ahead. I try to think ahead, yes. Because I love giving head. Good morning, V. Good morning, chat. I'm wishing you a good day. Hello, Brian. Brian, are you black? Just wondering. I'm asking all the B names if they're black today. Faux Snake says, is the boom your inner thighs? Because yes. Oh. Interesting. I love that. It actually makes me feel so happy. Please continue to love my inner thighs. I feel like the inner thigh is a part of the body that does not get the love that it really, really, truly deserves. People are often just like the meat of the thigh, the buttocks, the breasts, the lips, the asshole. But the inner thigh? Thank you. Yes, the inner thigh deserves its flowers and its kisses. We keep dipping below 3 million people. Well, Ritus, this is the reality of humanity. There is a global, there's like a whole tailgater, the knee pit. Also, yes, why do you never want to fuck the back of my knees? What's wrong with you? Hey V, just letting you know that I'm in a wheelchair. I assumed because you asked the question, yes, yeah. Brian is white as fuck. Well, all right then. I guess that's okay. Globally, we're seeing this like huge decline in people wanting to have babies. And I feel so strongly that I just want to be like, I fucking told you so. Do you feel like all of our parents' generation said to us, well, yeah, you don't want children now, but wait till you get older. Like they just kept saying, well, wait till you get older, wait till you get older. And now we're all older and we're like, yeah, having kids seems like a bad fucking idea. Damn. Moldy Mango says Brian's a white guy name, but that's what we were talking about. We were talking about how Bryce also feels like a white guy's name, but Bryce in chat's a proud, handsome black man. I don't know if you're handsome. I'm just kind of adding that on to it. He could be hideous. Everybody who asks, would you date someone questions, we always know it's about themselves. Like 1,000% of the time. Yes, yeah, exactly. All the body pits are underserviced. The natural crevices are meant to be filled with all manner of goods and sundries. Oh my god, the use of sundries. Oh my god. Yeah, still no. Exactly, still no to the kids. Although, I will be honest, I am like starting to have that time of my life where I'm like, maybe I do want to be a mother. Maybe I will have children one day. Which is like, we'll see. We'll see. I think less me wanting it and more me not being like repulsed by the idea. I just know I would be so happy. So happy to make my own little family. But then it's like, you can't just do it because you want to make yourself happy, girl. No. Brian's a white guy's name. Fast and the Furious vibes. No kids, no thanks, says J Radix. The world is changing big time. My parents had 4 kids by my age. I know, right? Yeah. Also, I can definitely see myself being a wonderful stepmother as well. Like, there's lots of ways to become with child. You don't always even need to have sex. I keep getting asked, so when are we getting grandchildren? And like, I had you when we were your age, and I'm like, yeah, if I ever have kids, you're not gonna see them. Yeah. I'm wondering what it will be like when my first close friends have kids. We're getting to that age. For me, it's been really wonderful to watch my friends turn into parents. It's been really, really nice. It's also difficult because then, like, the friendship changes. Yeah. Evil stepmother vibes, though. Oh, Moldy Mango. I really hope I wouldn't be an evil stepmother. I really, really hope not. I had an evil stepfather who, like, he was just so fucking nasty. My stepfather convinced my mother to dump us at our alcoholic father's house so that they could go on vacation together. Like, talk about the definition of evil step-parent. It's just so frustrating to be like, oh, my mom and my stepdad went on vacation. And while they're on vacation, they left me with my, like, miserable alcoholic father who was just like, your mom's abandoning you because she doesn't care about you. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of what it feels like. A little bit. Yeah, I really hope I wouldn't be a nasty, evil step-parent. I would want to be the kind of step-parent that's like, I will never be responsible for punishing you, but I will always be responsible for keeping you accountable. Yeah. Mostly because that's just kind of how I live my life. It's one of the things that, like, my ex-boyfriends always say they really love about me, even after we break up. They're like, you always keep me real accountable. You're like, you're easygoing, but you're firm about, like, you did this. This is the consequence. But then this is the way forward past that consequence. I love that. It also just helps me not hold on to the nasty shit that happens. Did Tuesday get a misclick? But also, Tuesday, don't ever tell me what to do. Don't ever tell me what to do. I'll fuck you up. I hate those men who marry women with children, and then they're like, get rid of them. Like, bitch, you are the outsider here. Yes, my stepfather was very clear that he never wanted any children, and then for some reason started dating a woman who had 2 kids, which was just... I mean, that's just bad choices. That's just bad choices, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take my next break. I'm gonna take a picture of my butt. I'm gonna take a picture of my butt for you. I'm gonna post the picture of my butt on the internet for you. And you wanna know why? Because I got mommy and daddy issues, baby. Much to your delight, yeah! I just want to keep singing Love is in Control. There's been a change inside my life, and I just want to let you know I've got my finger on the trigger. Love is in control. I love it. I love it. Do you know what I don't love? I was just watching your story. It's such a fun, you know what? Do yourself a favor. Put that song on your playlist. Listen to it all the time. Such a great song. Such a great song. Oh, I drank all my tea. Never mind. I was going to reach for my cup and set it in my lap so I could get all snuggly and cozy with my drink. But no, I've already drank all my tea. I have drank all of my tea. I need an is there an extension for Chrome? Because that's it's my browser. Is there an extension for Chrome where you can just like input somebody's name so that their like articles about them, news about them, comments about them are just gone? I have heard too much about Ethan Klein. I am not even that online. I'm pretty online. But if I never hear about Ethan Klein again, that would be excellent. I'm a little bit shocked that even the like pop culture subreddits that I follow are still talking about him. Where I'm like, I'm not sure that he has... I mean, the reality is when he was doing great, wonderful things, he didn't have that depth of social culture impact. But now that he's, good God, he seems to be having a bad time of it. He's everywhere. They're so into talking about him. Oh my God. I watched iDubbbz's video about it, and what I took away from that video was that it was, I mean, and maybe I'm just very naive for thinking this, but I thought that iDubbbz's first video was fairly sympathetic. No, many other people did not feel that way. Many other people felt like, no, that video was like really like rude and inappropriate and just terrible for so many different reasons. And they did not like the video. Wait, what's going on here? And now it seems like there's just like an ongoing feud between Ethan and Ian. And I mean, we were talking about high school earlier. We were talking about high school earlier and how I'd rather drink all of Chat's cum than have to go back into high school. And Ethan Klein and Ian, iDubbbz's like friendship fallout and subsequent like feuding back and forth, it's so high school. I use spoiler protection to block out stuff about movies and TV shows I'm watching. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm not so sensitive about spoilers. I'm okay with spoilers. Although I am trying to like avoid it for Pantheon because I'm enjoying Pantheon. But like not that I have anything personally against Ethan Klein, even though him and his like buddies delighted in tearing me down during the $5 debacle. I have no ill will towards him because lots of people were doing that. It was just like kind of the cool thing to do at the time to tear Invader V down for that. But now it's gotten to the point where nobody should be paying attention to this man's decline. Nobody should be writing articles about it. We should let him privately deal with his issues. And so I don't want to unsubscribe from my pop culture subreddits. It makes me sad and sick that it's like, it's pop culture, but the nastiest version of pop culture. It's the part of pop culture that we're all real ashamed of, watching somebody struggle, and I don't know, it seems exhausting because it is. Spoiler protection might work with like names and stuff as well. Well, that's something to look into, yeah. Yeah, the first video that Ian did, he didn't want to fully burn the bridge, and he was hoping for like, maybe I can like lay a foundation for a redemption here. And then the second video was very much like, there is no redemption, the bridge is burned, fuck you. But is Ethan dealing with his issues? How can he, when he feels like he's being attacked from every angle? Like, who among us, who at all, would be able to be like, yeah, I'm thinking clearly and being my best self while being continuously attacked all over the place? I am not among us, you say? Yes. Free Palestine. Please stop bombing Gaza. Leave those children alone. Get the fuck out of history in this negative way. I feel very, very firmly about that. I think you can also feel very firmly about that and then also still be a proud Jewish person. Because they're not opposites. It's also been so crazy to see, like, big famous artists receiving hatred and backlash and criticism for talking about the genocide that the Palestinian people are facing at this moment. It's very confusing because we all said so loudly never again after the Holocaust. And I think a lot of us, when we said never again, meant for anyone. Never again for anyone. Not just never again to this one group of people. There was a ban on Palestine mentions during Eurovision this year, and Spain got fined for mentioning Palestine. That's very sad and confusing. And deeply uncomfortable. And I suppose that some people are just fine with their shameful behavior. And that's very sad. I am so sick of reading articles about it. It is so disheartening. The EU has done nothing. It's very shameful. It is very shameful. It's really, really heartbreaking. And I mean, I think it gives us the universal feeling of we want off this ride. This is not what any of us individually wanted. This is not what any person with decency inside their soul would condone. And then we also are just like, holy shit, I feel so helpless. I feel so helpless preventing this awful nightmare for my fellow human beings. Oh my God in heaven. I think it was one of the artists from Kneecap. I'm not like super up to date with the artists themselves. But I think one of the musicians from the musical group Kneecap in an interview said, when my grandchildren look at me and ask me what I did to prevent this, I do not want to say I wish I had done more. Like, this is the thing that like rings in my head so much, is that it's like, what will we say afterwards? What we've done? Oh God, my head hurts, my heart hurts, my stomach hurts just thinking about it. To be honest, the Hague, is that how it's pronounced? I feel like I've mostly just seen it written down and I don't watch a lot of news, so I'm not positive that I'm pronouncing it correctly. They did call for an arrest of Israel's PM, but America butted in and protected them. Yes. America's relationship with Israel. Long A. The Hog? Wait, Hogue? What's the long A sound again? Oh no. The Hague. Oh, Hague. Hag. Thank you, friends. To be honest, it's both pronunciations. Oh, okay, interesting. I agree. Yeah, sometimes it's like I'm doing this in English and it's not an English word, so anglicize at your own will. Refreshing to see someone online share an opinion that resonates with me when I get this feeling that people are shitty, etc. from what's going on. Ooh. I've heard it said both ways in my local language, says Ritus. Yeah. When I was in high school, we got assigned, I don't even remember what class it was from, but we got to pick individual projects that we wanted to work on. And for whatever reason, I ended up doing a project on the Rwandan genocide between the Hutus and the Tutsis. And my mom ended up like writing to the teacher being like, V did as much of the project as she was able to, and she is not able to continue working on this project because it was so deeply upsetting. Because it was just so upsetting to see the like lack of response from the rest of the world, to see the apathy in the face of nightmares, like wholly preventable nightmares. Heg would rhyme with the Canadian pronunciation of bag. I see. What have people done for Palestine? No one is doing anything but talking. It's a real shame. I mean, talking is something. Bringing it up, not just sweeping it under the rug, is, to be honest, I mean, George William, what are you expecting us to do? To get on a plane, to fly there ourselves, to start pushing people out of the way? There is a helplessness in these situations against such huge and unknowable forces. We're doing everything that we can, which is to talk about it. I feel like also the people that we vote for to run our governments will also be like the things that we can do. I agree that there needs to be action, but I think just being angry that action isn't being taken, it might not let you think as clearly as we need to be. Anger very rarely clears your head. I don't understand that. Well, you can't do anything about it. You're just hurting yourself thinking about it. So, there are things that we can do. There are things that are happening. Things like supporting businesses that support Palestine, supporting artists, and supporting creators who are being brave enough. Ritus is just like, boys, this is maybe not the time. Maybe save your awoogas for a lighter conversation. It's been heartening. Like, we say, like, so what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? But people have been doing things. Like, in the United States, Target, the, like, superstore chain, has been seeing huge decreases in their profits because people are doing what little they can to show their displeasure, to show their like ire, their frustration with the way that those companies are being run. Lots of Canadians have canceled vacations down to the United States. There's small things that we can do every day that take like purposeful thought, but there's definitely not just one big good solution. And Target knows that the boycott is affecting them, and they've talked about it in their board reports. Yes, yeah, it's bothering them, and it's hurting them in a way that is like beneficial, and hopefully in a way that will like inspire other corporations to not be shitheads. It's just so difficult because as soon as you push in one direction, wealthy people are going to push back in the other direction. So United Healthcare, the insurance company that CEO allegedly got shot by Luigi from, in the aftermath of their CEO being gunned down on the street, allegedly by Luigi, the handsome man Mangione, they started approving more claims for their policyholders, which seems like a good thing. It seems like, oh my God, finally, this company is actually going to start serving the people that they promised they would serve. And now the shareholders of the company are suing the company because their shareholders are losing money. And then, so with these conversations about like, why don't people do this? Like, why aren't people acting out more? Why aren't they doing this, that, and the other thing? And it's because once you start acting out in that way, you start fucking with people's money. And people with money do not want you to fuck with their money. A lot of those people with money have intrinsically linked their like literal intrinsic personal value with their money. And if you start fucking with their money, they take it as personally as if you were fucking with their health. Isn't that so funny and backwards? Isn't that so crazy and backwards? That these rich people who don't even need health insurance because they can afford to fly anywhere in the world to get top-notch quality service, take it so personally that somebody might fuck with their money a little bit, that now they're suing an insurance company for providing safety to their clients. That Professor Farnsworth, wow, I just undid his like deep tenure, pardon me. Professor Farnsworth, I don't want to live on this planet anymore, is just like, it's that moral slippage that we were talking about earlier, where like, you would think that somebody who is feeling like, I want to buy shares in an insurance company, you would imagine that they would do that because they wanted to help people be better. It is crazy to me that people invest in an insurance company because they want to fuck over the sick and the poor. H.P. Lovecraft talked about cyclopean horrors beyond our imagination, but it's just humanity. We don't need to travel to the world of the old gods to see unimaginable hardships and nightmarish realities. It's literally just on the front page of the news. The people who sit on those boards of those shareholders, they do nothing and they get paid 5 figures easy or even more, even if they're semi-active, literally just working a few hours a quarter. Yeah, that was always, I used to like have to fight people in my Twitch chat on the regular because I feel like there is no such thing as a good billionaire. That there is no moral, upstanding, or good way to become a billionaire. And then there are people on the internet who just want to argue about it, who are just like, no, they work so hard, they earned that money. And it's like, no. That woman behind the counter at McDonald's, she works hard. That guy who's picking up my garbage off the street, he works hard. They're not billionaires. Lovecraft himself was not a good person either. Nope, 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 nope. Talk about an inappropriate thing to name your fucking cat. Jesus. And it's not even like, oh, that's what it was like at the time. No, even at the time, people were like, what the fuck, dude? Why would you name your cat that? Jesus. You count time, I make my time count. Oof. I've had guys complain to me that their wine cellar is too big and that they get lost in it. I was a nanny for one of the wealthiest families in Toronto, and they paid me minimum wage. I remember like walking into the $51 million penthouse condo that the family had purchased, and then just like just knowing like I'm quitting. I'm immediately quitting. I don't give a fuck about you people. I don't give a fuck about these stupid kids anymore because they're just gonna grow up to be just like you, no matter how kind and generous I am to them. And you're literally sitting here telling me that you can only afford to pay me minimum wage in your $51 million condo. Okay, yes. I see. It's like, why does healthcare need to be a profitable business? It's not supposed to be, Sibby. It's really not supposed to be. And now you're a bit richer. Yes, my God, thank you. I would much rather take care of you motherfuckers than have to cater to those people. Do not sign me up. No, thank you. People on the internet will argue about whether an orange is orange. Yeah. Me? Ow. Ugh. I just was also so shocked that this family had all the money in the world and they were all miserable. That was the other thing. I was like, you don't even know how to use your money to make you happy. You are so miserable. The mother was so desperate for friends. She really wanted me to be her best friend. And I literally looked her in the eye and was like, I am too exhausted from working to keep myself alive to be able to have fun with you. Like, I am struggling to pay my rent. I am struggling to live my life. And you want me to just ignore that so I can laugh at your jokes? Fuck. No. I felt bad for her because she was obviously incredibly fucking lonely, but then also couldn't see past her own sense of insecurity to realize how insecure she was making the people around her. Twitch user asks, what goes with a light gray suit for a wedding? I don't want to wear a white shirt. Oh. Damn. I mean, white and light gray do look really nice together. Yeah, a black shirt under a light gray suit does look really good, but it does kind of read more wintry, rightus? That's not a bad idea. Like, he's right. I feel like maybe a light blue shirt could work. It's pretty close to white. But I feel like light gray and blue look really lovely together. Oh, salmon pink. Oh, yeah. I mean, gray and pink look astounding together. Go look up the movie White Christmas and look up Danny Kaye and Vera Ellen's, like, their first dance number in the movie. He's wearing a gray suit and she's wearing a pink dress, and it looks so beautiful together. I love it. But, like, I think light gray and blue look nice together. I think light gray and pink looks nice together. Not orange, not yellow, maybe not green. Actually, light green might work. Green and gray together sometimes look really, really nice. I think it also depends on, like, the undertone of the gray. There's, like, some grays that are, like, really cool toned, and then there's some grays that are kind of warmer toned. our Monday day off was this past Monday. So we just have a regular work day this Monday coming up, but we got last Monday off. Ah, jealous. No. I mean, last weekend or this weekend. Last weekend was really, really warm and beautiful, and this weekend is freaking chilly. Goddamn willies. My chilies are willying. Oh no. Spring weddings definitely need a jacket because as soon as the sun goes down, you're gonna be freezing. Absolutely, you definitely need a jacket for. I mean, I would also recommend bringing a jacket for a summer wedding. When you start sweating through your shirt and you want to put the jacket on over top to prevent everyone from seeing your pit stains. Yep, I would yes to that. A big yes. I'm also not really sure if suspenders are still in fashion. I think if I saw a man wearing suspenders, I would have to hold back from saying, good God, did you just arrive here from 2010? Are Mumford & Sons, are the rest of the Mumford & Sons behind you? But then I also hate that because I'm like, who gives a fuck if you're wearing dated clothing? Wear whatever the fuck you want. I'm just being too judgmental. For real, I once sweat through the jacket too. Mediterranean weddings in July are not the one. Ugh. That's when you ask a woman if she has any sanitary napkins, and then you put the pads on the inside of your shirt, and then you let the pads soak up your sweaty armpit juices. That's right, women have solutions for all sorts of crazy problems. We're solution-oriented people. Oh, Jay, thank you. Thank you. Hello, my queen bee. I hope you're doing well. You're looking stunning as always. My body is very sore because I pushed myself extra hard yesterday during my workout, and so I'm miserable and angry, and I'm taking it out on you. Can't you tell? You fuckwits. You dirty, stinking diarrhea dinglehoppers. I hate you. I hate you because my body aches. My body aches. Oh, hey, now that's not nice. Now, you know what's crazy? There are certain people in chat who, either for the first time or for a recurring nth time, got a real hard boner. Got a real hard boner when I said those things. Like Moldy Mango. Moldy Mango's boner's pumping. Moldy Mango's like, oh my God, my boner. Oh God, my boner. She's being rude to me? I'm so horny. So horny to her being rude to me. Ah, there's the context that I missed. Boners. If you ever, I mean, that's the thing. Do you remember earlier today when somebody was like, how would you destroy a whole village of Smurfs? You have to remember that the context of everything on the internet is this about a man's boner? How is this about a man's boner? Which man's boner is this about? It's all about the boners. An intellectual boner, an emotional boner, a cultural boner, a communal boner. It's all about the bone. And then I mean, not to oversimplify or to be rude and flippant, but like, Israel seems to have a great big boner for genociding all those sweet little Palestinian kids. They like doing it. They like hurting them. It's hard to stop somebody from doing something that they like. It's not why it is, but it's how it is. Why does it feel like the heater is not reaching me? It's like stopping right here instead of coming all the way to me. No love for the gentleman's boners. Oh my God, every single subreddit is just all about the boners. All about the boners. Old school cool, posting Jane Mansfield's tits falling out of her dress, all about the boners. Today I learned it's all about boners. Comics, all about boners. Oh my gosh. It's especially confusing to me when there's female artists who are drawing the most inappropriate female anatomy. It's very confusing. I think I just recently, I don't remember the name of the comics, but it's like a tanned-skinned, like ridiculously busty blonde girl with pigtails, and then a sort of like more me-shaped redheaded girl with glasses. I was so shocked when the artist put herself in one of the comics and she's like drawing herself as a cute Asian girl. I'm like, what the fuck? You're a woman and you're drawing these terrible, terrible images of women's bodies. Like, yes, my boobs are pushed up to my collarbones because of the top that I'm wearing. But like, women's breasts do not naturally grow out of our collarbones. Our breasts grow out of our chests, which is below. Ugh, my God. It makes me feel so weird and so uncomfortable. I've been I've been blocking a ton of artists on Reddit. Another one that I just will bother me every single time, when they make the waist they make the waist of their girl this big, they make her arms this big, and then they make her thighs this big. It's just like, that's not how body fat works. That's just not how body fat works. You are not going to have 0% body fat on your arms and in your torso and have 100% body fat in your thighs. Even as a woman with a body type kind of like that, it genuinely fucking sickens me when I see people drawing women like this. Because I don't know, I want to say, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Part of me wants to be like, you're not allowed to draw that body type unless you work towards having that body type. I know that's so ridiculous. That's so rude. That's so ridiculous. It's not, like, feasible in the least. But it's also like, do it. Go ahead. Put the effort into trying to have that body type and see how it goes. It is a lot easier just to draw it in an imaginary character than actually learn what anatomy is. It's just easier to block them and then be like, ugh, no thank you. And then that way I won't be distracted by the elf and human comics, which are just so good. Maravis's comics, amazing. I thought artists just draw what they like. Yeah, and I dislike it. And I think that's okay. Good for them for drawing really inappropriate, disgusting, off-putting, uncanny valley versions of women. But I don't have to like it. And I don't think anyone should have to. Not a fan. Not a fan. Makes me tired. I am so tired. The most egregious part of it, the most frustrating part of it, you know what it is? It's not just their bodies. I might be able to relax a little bit about the unrealistic proportions of the bodies if they put as much effort into the faces. The same generic face syndrome, the same generic styles of faces. It's always the exact same face. It's always the exact same face. And then this like really wild, outrageous body shape. But if the faces were more unique, if the faces were more individual, this guy's like, okay, but like, What about men in JoJo? I love it. Oh, Iraqi's definitely terrible at anatomy. Like, in some cases, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And then so many other times you're like, that's not what a human body looks like. That's not what feet look like. That's not what hands look like. And it's all very stylistic. But there's a consistency in the stylized choices. With so many online comics, it's like gigantic breasts, tiny little narrow waist, big thick ass, big thick legs, and then the most generic face you've ever seen in your life. And at that point, I think Ritus is right, where it's like, this is not what the artist wants to draw. This is just, I want clicks. I want people to look at my art. I want popularity. Which, like, go ahead and strive after your popularity, but I will not be throwing my hat into the ring with you. No. The body, Dexter's mom had, like, a face. She had a haircut. She had personality. She had an individual experience of her own fucking jazz. She wasn't just her body, but she was also sexualized, for sure. She had a lot more going for her than just the body proportions. Who's your favorite JoJo character? Euro Zappelli, and it's by a fucking lot. And it's by a lot. Like, the only body pillow that I think I would ever own in my life would be a Euro Zappelli body pillow. When Josuke does that back-breaking pose for no goddamn reason. Because it looks good, Ritus! Because it looks cool! I saw an artist who said that he draws furry art, even though he hated it because he made more than when he was an engineer. Yes. Yes, I've heard that yes. Iraqi's art style changes so much, but there is consistency. There is consistency. It's not like he just gives up on any one part of it. He's putting a ton of effort into every part of it. And so it feels like it's all universal. It feels like it's all in it. But like lazy backgrounds, lazy faces, lazy anatomy with just like big tits and tiny waists is like, that's, you're missing the mark entirely, my fuckers. Yeah, Iraqi is genre defining. I don't think bringing him up in this conversation is appropriate. We're talking about very different things. I'm talking about like online, like web comics, and you're talking about one of the most wildly successful, generation-spanning pieces of art that have ever come to be. You're really comparing like apples to wedding cakes here. I've been using Twitch for ages. Last time I watched you were playing games and chatting. When did you start showing your body? I think streamers are forced to do this because Twitch audiences choose this over games. Oh, Jesus. I mean, go fuck yourself, first of all. I've always shown my body because the minute I started streaming, I was like, I'm not gonna sit at a desk like an idiot. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy my time on stream. Yeah. Wow, what a disgusting, worthless loser. Just ban that idiot. I don't ever want to see their username again. Enjoy your idiocy. Yeah, have fun with that. I haven't finished part 7, but I'm excited to fall in love with Euro. But right now it's Joseph who's my favorite. He's just so goofy in part 2. He's sweet Joseph. Sweet Joseph. Quick question. It might be a good one. Why don't you record the stream and then upload it to YouTube? I do. There is a YouTube channel with a bunch of them up there. Quick question. Why are you so fucking stupid? Did all of you just collectively lose your brain cells? This is crazy. Is it because of you, Kitty? Did you make everybody stupid, Kitty? Yeah, maybe, because you're so beautiful. Because you're so beautiful and sweet, Kitty. Lots of AI art dudes should check out an anatomy book sometime. Yeah. I love your pets. Me too. That's right, Righteous Fire. Woo! Collective consciousness of chat just dropped several points of IQ. Yeah. so fucking cute. I'm obsessed. Oh, slow blinks, my guys. I'm getting slow blinks. You wanna come sit here on my tummy? Come here, sit here on my tummy. No, she's not ready to sit on my tummy yet. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. But she's not ready just yet. My precious angel. My good girl. It's not uploaded on my YouTube channel. It's uploaded on a different YouTube channel. I don't know what it is, but it's around there somewhere. You can go check it out. But also, maybe I'm not uploading onto YouTube because I don't give a fuck about YouTube. Maybe I'm just streaming on Twitch because I like streaming on Twitch and I'm not doing this for any other reason. I don't know. Why don't you upload onto YouTube, buddy, if it's so important to you? But you should be doing this because this is what other people do. Yep. Good for them. I'm back, but I'm not singing Donna Summers because I didn't look at my Instagram story on the break. I just didn't. But you did. At least I hope you did. Yeah. And if you haven't, go check it out now. Go check it out now. Do it. I insist. I insist. Ah. Oh, baby. I'm excited for the warm weather to come back. We were so spoiled. I can't believe how, like, intensely spoiled we were at the beginning of the month. It was, like, the first 2 weeks of May were, like, summer. Every day was like summer. Like, gorgeous and sunny and beautiful and just so amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I know that it will be back. I know that the nice weather will come back. It can't stay away forever. It's just not allowed to. I'll hunt it down if I have to. But also I have to accept that it's 10 degrees today. 10 degrees Celsius today. It's so chilly. It's more than sweater weather. It's like sweater and 2 pairs of socks weather. And then the rain. And then the rain. I mean, like, I had a shower yesterday and I hung up my towel to dry. And by the end of the day, I was like, oh, this isn't dry. Like, normally it would dry within a few hours. But I was like, there's so much moisture in the air. So much moisture in the air. My poor towel took so much longer to dry. So wet. So rainy. Although the good news of that is that I feel like my allergies haven't been so terrible. Which, like, okay, yes, that's fine too. I heard warm mother, not warm weather. Do you guys want my warm mother? Wait, did you misclick Moldy Mango? You wished Stream Elements a happy birthday instead of the Drew. Happy birthday, the Drew. Hey, V, looking amazing as usual. Oh, it's good that I look good because I feel terrible. My whole body is aching. I pushed myself a little. No, sorry, I need to not say that. I pushed myself appropriately hard. I pushed myself appropriately hard yesterday during my workout. I regret nothing, but that doesn't mean that I'm not angry at my choices. I'm glad that I worked out really hard yesterday. It's so good. It makes me feel like maybe I don't need to work out so hard today, but I might still just do like a little bit of extra exercise. Holy Mary, Mother of God, though. It's like I was chatting with my friend yesterday. They were working on this work project where it was just like really repetitive. You know, those types of projects where your boss is like, I need you to go through like 10,000 spreadsheets and highlight every instance of the letter T or what have you. So he was working on like a project like that. And I must sound like a broken record to so many of my friends because I'm like, you should be doing yoga daily. Like, you really should be doing a little bit of exercise every single day. I think that it would help you when you get stuck in these repetitive tasks. Because it feels kind of like when you're forced to do a repetitive, boring, unpleasant task, it suffocates you. It's like it feels very, very suffocating. And I mean, that's not exactly what he was telling me. He wasn't saying, like, I feel suffocated by this work. But he's like, I just, like, it's so irritating, and I know I'm going to have to do it for so many hours, and I've already been doing it for so many hours, and it's just kind of inescapable. I'm like, yeah. Being able to get your mind off of it by remembering, oh, yes, this morning I, like, took a big, deep breath in and a big, deep breath out because I was happy and I was relaxed earlier this morning. And I might not be happy and relaxed right now, but at least I can remember when I was, and then trust that I will be again. Yeah, he was basically doing macro data refinement. I was talking earlier about how, like, when I was in my 20s, it was so easy to go work out all the time because my friend was there and I would just hang out with my friend and work out with her. But what I feel so frustrated about is that, like, I've been trying to do this with a bunch of my friends, Or I'm like, we can work out together. Like, we can both do this yoga video on YouTube in our own living rooms at the same time. Just been getting so much pushback, and it makes me feel so sad. It's also kind of frustrating me because I feel like I'm hearing the same complaints from my friends over and over and over again. And I'm like, yeah, the solution is taking care of yourself. Yeah, take care of yourself. There's way too much emphasis on taking care of work. And like, work is something that you do to earn a paycheck so that somebody else can like tell you that you did a good job, whatever. And the idea of just like putting work into yourself is like, that's too much work. That's too much work. And you're not wrong for feeling that way. I'm not pointing this out as like, this is what the problem is. I feel like I'm trying to point this out as like, this is what the trap is. This is what the trap is. You can't help but feel burnt out doing the same thing over and over again. I had the same job for 6 years, doing the same thing, just for like big portions of time. That's life. Like, that's life. There's only so many experiences that we can have in a day, and there's only so many appropriate actions that are acceptable in a day. That's why I love just doing stuff only for myself. Like, the yoga is only for myself. The exercise is just for myself. Yeah. Oh yeah, go check out my Instagram stories, guys. That's good advice, says Gert Baster. Thank you, Gert Baster. Versace Bicep says, it's hard to have the same work ethic as others. Yeah. I mean, no two people have the exact same work ethic. But I would hope that the people that I love and the people that I'm close with have the same values as me. And I want my friends, I want my loved ones to value their own bodies, value their own time. But there's no permission to do that. There's only permission to value, Jesus, the work that the boss gives us. I would do it with a friend more likely for sure, especially when they're more experienced and I can get pointers from them. Rightist, then do it. Start asking like your friends that you see regularly and be like, hey, do you guys do any fitness classes? Do you do any workout classes? I dated this guy earlier this year and he did Muay Thai. And he was like, I love Muay Thai. It's so good. It's so fun. I love it so much. I invite all of my friends to try Muay Thai because it's so good. And I was like, oh, excellent. Then yeah, I would love to try Muay Thai. And then he immediately turned around and was like, no, you can't come to Muay Thai. You can't show up because I need to be in better shape before you show up to Muay Thai. Which was confusing. But also really illuminating, because the number one rule of dating is that if somebody you're dating is confusing you, that's a no. That's an immediate deal breaker. If you are making decisions that don't seem to be logical or even in line with the values that you are stating, that's an immediate fucking end of relationship. Absolutely not. No, thank you. It was so painful because I want to trust people when they tell me things. I think that's like one of my greatest faults, for real. That like, I trust people when they tell me things. And maybe I shouldn't. Because I trusted him when he was like, yeah, I invite all my friends to Muay Thai. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm your friend? And he's like, yeah, you're my friend. I was like, so then do I get to go to Muay Thai? And he said, no, not until I'm in better shape. Like, I guess maybe he was trying to mitigate any potential for him to be embarrassed in front of me. That maybe he thought I would go to Muay Thai with him and I would just judge him based on what he was doing. It just, all of it was very, very silly. And I guess it just kind of highlighted to me that this man does not know me. This man does not understand me. I would definitely not go to an exercise class that I've never been to before and then harshly judge somebody who'd been going there for 5 years. Most people are way more like focused on their own internal journey than they are on judging other people. Ooh. Ooh, we're, ooh. Oh, the barking. Val? That's enough. No. Hey, in the kitchen now. In the kitchen now. Yeah, she went through the curtain. Good. I've trusted the wrong people too much in my life. We do extend a lot of like trust and benefit of the doubt to people who have not deserved it. Yeah, for real. Yeah, that was probably his ego thing more than anything, a perfectionist mentality. Yeah. That's good to know, though. It's really, really good to know that for me, I really don't care about how perfect anyone does anything. I really value the give and take of any, like, experience or exercise. Where, like, I will learn things from you and you will learn things from me. And there will be a give and a take. And no expectation of a perfect performance. But damn, you really think you're like, okay, I know what to look out for. I know what I don't want in a relationship. I know what I don't want in a partner. And then the beauty, the joy of actually going out and trying to date people is you discover, oh man, there's actually so many more things. There's actually so many more terrible things than I could have even imagined. My list is incomplete. Oh man, there's so many extra things that I just despise. Oh geez. Oh my. Yeah, 2 more minutes, Val, and then you can bark in my face and we can play fetch and play with the toys and woof. Actually, I think I'm gonna try to take a nap. Because I had difficulty falling asleep last night. Not as bad as I know some of you might have it. For real. Absolutely not that bad. But enough that I was like, hey, I'm tossing and turning. Why am I not asleep immediately? So I think I need a nap. Also because my body is so sore from all that exercise. I love the exercise. I'm not complaining about the exercise. I hate this corporeal form that needs to have strength beat into it. I'm too excited for tomorrow. I'm not sleepy at all. Is it because tomorrow's Comic-Con? It is very exciting that tomorrow's Comic-Con. Why does this potentially big aspect of our lives have to be so complicated? Oh, Sam Dog! Perfect timing! Ending on a joke, Sam Dog. A truckload of Lego bricks has overturned on the highway, says Sam Dog. Police say they don't know what to make of it. I love Lego. I love Lamp. And I love you, chat. Oh, thank you so much for a fun day of streaming. Woo! We did it. We made it through a whole week together without tearing each other's heads off. Which, honestly, I'll take it as a win. Thank you very kindly. Now, who shall we raid today? Who is streaming on this Friday afternoon? Or like even a Friday evening, perhaps. Oh, it's our good friends who are gaming. Our gaming friends. Enjoy the gaming, my dudes. Have a beautiful weekend. Oh my god, have a great weekend. I hope that you guys get some nice warm weather. And if not, I hope you get some nice, good, relaxing quality time in the warmth. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, and then I push this button. Yeah.